Hi there everyone, this is Kath here in Final Control again. Just to let you know, the guys are nearly finished with changing the tyre. It shouldn't be more than a couple more minutes and then we'll be able to join the Gunda again and head out back on drive. Thanks for being so patient.
Okay, well you're back with us and we've managed a change and let's hope we don't get another one. Not sure where we got that puncture from. But yeah, let's carry on. We've got just over an hour left of drive and we're going to make our way up Weaver's Nest towards Treehouse Dam and then Zoe's Road and see what else we can find for the afternoon. Nothing else has really been found on the radio, just Karula up in the north, and that's about it. So let's hold thumbs that we find something. Sure, it certainly makes you quite warm changing a tyre and using a high lift jack. Potentially a dangerous weapon, that thing. If you don't know how to use it properly, high lift jack can be a seriously dangerous object to work. You've got 2 tons of vehicle resting on an arm of a jack, and if that jack slips off, that thing shoots out with such a speed. And that jack is about 1.2 meters long. That's pure steel. That thing shoots out and hits you, man, you're going to be broken bones and a few other things. Hi there, Augie. I hope I'm saying your name right. And Augie's just asking, now that some of the trees are coming to bloom, is it going to be more difficult to game view, being thicker? It's still going to be quite some time before the bush starts getting thicker, Augie. We're going to wait for some rains before the grasses and the rest of everything else starts thickening out. So we've still got a bit more time, but generally when the rains do come and the bush thickens out, yeah, viewing the animals from the road does make it is a little bit more difficult. Absolutely, but certainly just seeing the flowers that are starting to come out, I tell you, it's a beautiful time. It's an absolute beautiful time to be out here. Okay, I've just turned onto Treehouse Dam Road, just on the southern end. Stop and have a look around the dam, see if there's anything there. Hi there, Pam. Pam was just saying it's quite difficult watching on the screen as to how big some of these termite mounds are that we have next to us. Some of them are quite big, Pam. Probably looking, there are some that are up to about 6 feet in height. 6 foot. That's about the big, but it's not the height. It's the general diameter at the base that is huge. Some of them exceeding diameters of about 3-4 meters. I see him goes back. And how old are these termite mounds? Well, some of them have been known to get up to, well, get more than 50-60 years. That is very possible. Okay. Just hearing about Mvula and Kanye. That's who the female leopard is that's being mated with Nkanye. We don't see her. Everyone said it was Thandi, but it's Nkanye with Mvula. Right, having a look around. Gee whiz. It's can just hear long-tailed shrikes in the background. That beautiful call. A bird that has got an extremely long tail, small black and white bird with a very long black tail in the males and a little bit shorter in the females. Let Mr. Hum go, give him a little scratch on his head there. just to say hello. I was hoping that with the rhinos being not too far from here, no, rhinos are everyday drinkers. They need to drink on a daily basis, and they usually do drink late afternoon. I'm not seeing too many fresh mud tracks on the water's edge here, but that could be around the corner there. And also what I want to check is just to the left, just to the west of the dam here, there's a lot of that rhino dung in the road. What looks like a midden that's being started. Ooh, hello, hello. Are you going to show us your teeth? Show us your teeth. Come on. Give us a big, wide yawn. What if I did big yawn? Nice cool breeze now. Ah, it's lovely. Hamgo's never not really been the show off that. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Ah, that's a sissy yawn, man. That was only open like 30 degrees. I was just saying, he's never been much of a show off when it comes to that threatening, open, gaping mouth. Beautiful bird calls. What we'll do is we'll go up towards Zoe's Road and then come down towards Gowrie Dam to finish off our drive there. Got an hour left. Now, shall we leave Mr. Hamgo to himself? Don't know where he disappeared to for a couple of days. Where did you go? Were you rondloping? In the Afrikaans language, rondloop is running around. Who's that from? Hello, Anne. And it's just asking who names all the animals. It's generally the inhabitants of these areas, often the rangers or the guides in the areas. They get to name some of the lion prides and leopards due to an observation that they've had with that animal. I don't know who named Hamgo and why he's called Hamgo. Maybe just an H, Hamgo the hippo. But yeah, it's generally the guides that were here in the beginning that gives them the names, that see them first. Generally it's someone who sees them first gets the name giving opportunity. Hamgo. Never heard of anything or anyone with the name of Hamgo before, but it certainly does sort of suit him. Hamgo, he's always going somewhere. He's always on the go. Shubama Road, get onto Philemon's Cut Line, all the way down Philemon's Cut Line, Zoe's Road and around. Well, if you've been able to follow us on, if you have a map, if you don't, you can go to the Ning website and look under the tab of resources, and it'll be a heading there of maps. And if you've been able to follow us, you'll see what we've done in order to maximize our chances of finding anything. Is we've tried to cover as much area by zigzagging across all the roads that we can. And of course, the more roads we traverse or drive on, the more area we cover, the better our chances. If these animals are not within 100 meters of the road, we don't see them. Trying to see that white-faced scopsel's nest. Can't remember exactly where it was, but it was pretty close to the road. One that you can't really miss if you're looking in the right area. It was right in between two acacias, right in the middle. About 2 meters, 2.5 meters off the ground. Ah, there it is, I see it. Just have a look at my binoculars. See if there's anything in there. Can't see anything now. Whom you see it there? Straight ahead. We'll have a better glimpse. Owl is there. Owl is there. There it is. Beautiful. So well camouflaged though. There's two birds in there. No, is it? No, it's just the one, sorry. He's just turned his head around. Look at that. Isn't she gorgeous? I say she, but I mean it could be the he. I'm not sure from here. Oh wow. Still sitting same position that we saw the other day. And of course there are nocturnal, owls are nocturnal species. And you see how, it's amazing though, it's got no cover. No cover from any, I mean it's in branches, but there's no leaves, nothing. So in the heat of the day, it's having to close those eyes and just put its head down out of the sun. Have a look at that, Coop. See there. Beautiful, eh? Very cool. White-faced scops owl. It used to just be called the white-faced owl, and then with all the regrouping and what have you in the birding world, it's now termed as a white-faced scops owl. Fantastic. Shall we leave it? And I'm sure it'll be getting a bit more awake in the next hour or so. Getting ready to go. One thing about this owl is that it's got bright orange eyes. And it's so easy to identify. It's got a very white face, bright orange eyes. Keep an eye. Maybe they're going to have some little ones. Stations, I've been off the radio for a few minutes. Any updates? Yeah, Luto Nyamazam is not able to get anything. One Shabi Mal. If from saying that there's nothing on Western Gari, it's just us, 2 guys in Torchwood, 2 guys in Biffleshoek, and we are alone here on Western Gari today. Right, we're on Philemon's Cutline, heading southwest, west-southwest to be exact. A beautiful sunset today. There's quite a bit of dust in the air towards the west, and that of course is going to give us our colours, oranges and pinks. Beautiful. No fresh signs of rhino dung, but rhino tracks in the road here. There's some zebra. Yeah, zebra. Woohoo! A dazzle of zebra. One that's just going to cross the road here. Join the other one. Why did the zebra cross the road? To get to the other side, of course. Not before to stop for a bite to eat. The plain zebra. Only one that we get out here in the low veldt. You go further down into the Cape and you get the Cape Mountain zebra. Striation is quite a bit narrower. Very distinctive differences. Seen the crochet zebra before. All the zebras are very, very similar. There's the only one that really is very distinct, very, very distinct, is the grevies. And the grevies being one of the largest, and has got huge, humongous ears, big rounded ears, like unreal big ears, and they are quite rare. Well, they've been doing very, very well considering how dry it's been. Looking at the manes and how sturdy and upright they are, they're still looking in absolute amazing condition. Got the stallion on the left of the three. Couple of mares. There's another couple of zebra just further in, but this is the stallion. The stallion tends to hang back a bit, and if any trouble does occur, stallions often hang back and try and kick and bite whatever it is that's threatening his group, even if it is a lion. One decently landed kick by a zebra, and that's in the head of a lion, and that lion is dead. I haven't seen any oxpeckers on the zebra. Oh, there's a young stallion there. He'll soon be kicked out. Go and find his own harem. Oh, they're looking good, man. They're looking so good. Alrighty. Sun's probably got about 15 minutes or so of sunlight before it heads down past the horizon. We'll see if we can get to a nice spot to see the sun setting. Don't mind us zebras, you carry on. One thing I've noticed here since I've been here with Safari TV is that I haven't seen any kills on zebra. I've not seen any kills on zebra. Granted, there are not a lot of zebra around, and they tend to move in and out quite often. I haven't heard of lions taking any zebra. A lot of the kills we've seen with the leopards are duiker, steenbok. Heard of a small warthog a couple of days ago with a leopard. Then the lions tend to enjoy buffalo more so than anything else, being such large bodied creatures, good meals. we're going to get onto zone. I don't know if we believe that we get signal here. If we do, there we go. Hi there, Dave. Dave is just asking about the termite mounds, asking if what we see is just the termites only build on top of the ground or do they go underground. But Dave, what we see is generally about a third of what is happening beneath the ground. And the gravel and that has been excavated from underneath then gets brought to the top. But although it's what we see is just a termite mound, there can be massive amounts of tunnels and these little cool, these little movement ways and all under the ground, and that can extend for hundreds of meters. So it's not just the stuff that we see on above the ground that's happening. It's all happening underneath. And of course, the termite mound is generally made for the regulation, that thermoregulation. They need to constantly, or have a constant temperature of around about, well, depending on the species, but around about 28 degrees Celsius for a lot of the fungal growing termites. That, of course, is along with the humidity, is ideal conditions for fungus to grow. Ah, buffalo in the road. We have a couple buffalo. So yeah, just it's a fraction of what is. It's like an iceberg, really. What you see on the top is very little of what's happening underneath. Got a small herd of buffalo extending into there. I can smell them. Sure. I wonder if it's that small herd that's got a couple of cows with them. But right now I'm just seeing the old boys, the Duggar boys. Station located Mampimpa Nhlambi Nyati Zoes Road. Try and get a bit closer to them. There are some on the right hand side, and I did see one or two just off in the left, quite far in, coming this way. They're all coming slowly but surely. Smells like a cow. Let's try and get a nice open patch and we can get to see them a bit better. This one's battling the tree at the moment, scratching his horns. Often there are flies that bore into the horn matter. And often you'll see buffalo's boss, from rubbing against trees, often become caked with that inner bark, that cambium, become red. I've often seen buffalo with leaves stuck between the horns and the ears. Looks quite funny. There we go, he's having a good old scratch on that combritum. Take it for granted we've got opposable thumbs and fingers that we can scratch anywhere we like. Where they've got to use trees and all sorts of things to be able to try and get to areas that they cannot reach. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's like 7 of them here. And another 3 or 4 coming. Oh, 10 buffalo. Looks like the same herd that them Kahuma boys took down that other buffalo bull that we saw. I'm not going to take a chance and go off-road for these guys. Our spare tire is flat. So no taking of any chances at the moment. Unless of course it's we come across one of the boys and he's going off. Then we go. But we've seen these buffalo and here the buffalo come now on our left. Let's see if I can move back so we can try and get a bit of or move forward so we can get a picture of the buffalo and the sunset. Sorry about my coat. There we go. Sun in the background setting, buffalo moving through the shot. Hello, Mr. Buffalo. Beautiful sun setting. Last few moments. We're in a bit of a woodland scrub area. A lot of combretums here. Mostly, I'd say 80% combretum. The odd large marula. Not many acacias around. Mostly combretums. There's these statuesque trees that have been so long standing and the stories that they could tell. Imagine that. They don't look very big. These combretums are slow growing trees. Look at a bit of time before the sun goes. When the sun is far in the distance, it generally takes quite a bit of time, but when you've got it close up, you can really see that movement of the sun. Plus we've got a lot of bush in between us and a clear shot of that sun. Take off. Okay. Leaving this Sabinyati stationary feeding, but slowly moving in about a southeasterly direction, just to the south of the BC net. Hi there, Claire. Claire is just saying that Hamgo is the territorial male at Buffelshoek Dam, and the one that we're seeing at Treehouse, the notch in his ear is just cut on the top. Claire, I don't know if we got to see it, but if you see, there is a distinct V in this hippo's ear, in his right ear. I mean, I haven't really paid too much attention to the male at Buffelshoek and seen what he looks like, but there's a very distinctive cut in his ear at this one at Treehouse Dam though. But tomorrow morning, out on drive, we'll have a look, see if we can get out there and just confirm, see. Because this particular hippo has been at Treehouse Dam for quite a few months now, and everyone has said that it's Hamgo, and hence why I know it is Hamgo. But I'll definitely confirm that for you. Okay, I'll definitely confirm. When we head to Buffelshoek next, I'll go and have a look for that territorial male there. Hi there, Paul. And Paul is just inquiring as to how often we get to see the small cats. Hi, Chad. Paul, I'd say the most common small cat that I've seen so far here is the African wildcat. I haven't seen a caracal here yet. I've seen a serval up in Buffelshoek. But the African wildcat we see more common than anything else. Oh, let's try and get that sunset. Just going to try and get into Impala Plains. Oh, that's a big snake track. Oh my, this is going to be a fantastic sunset. Try and get to a nice open area. The colour is just fantastic. Look at that, look at that. This is a bit of a better one. Just a little bit speed up just to get to before it goes down behind the Drakensberg Mountains. Get a nice open view of the sun. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Sure. I just hope we don't break up the signal here too much. I know our area is Impala Plains, is our sort of boundary area, so I'm hoping to get it. that, just in time. It's just about to hit the Drakensberg Mountains. Ew! Goodness me. How about that, dude? And it's going to disappear behind the mountain in the next minute. Well, it's going to start hitting the mountain. There's a lot of smoke and dust in the air. There we go. Bottom's just hit the top of the mountain. You can hardly even see the mountains, eh? There must be a lot of fires in the west. And it's gone. How about that? Almost feels like a momentous occasion with such a magnificent sunset. Whew, that was great. That was great. Actually, we're just going to continue on with this road. We do break up with signal towards the end. I'm going to move through as quick as I can, get back onto Voyatele access. Oh, that's pretty awesome. I'm not getting you, Cat. Cat.
Hi there everyone, this is Kath from Final Control. We're just waiting for Jared to get out of this patchy signal area, and as soon as we're through we'll cut back to the Gundo.
Okay, well, as you can see, we're moving through that area pretty quickly. We're back onto Voyatela access now, and heading towards quarantine area, or the old quarantine, and we'll make our way down towards Gowrie Dam. Hello, Tom. Tom is just wondering if whether the American bison or the American buffalo would ever be able to survive here in Africa. I suppose it could But of course, the bison, if you look at how thick their fur coats are, they wouldn't be able to deal with this heat very much. So they would have to be in areas that the temperatures wouldn't go up as hot as what they do here. I don't know what sort of temperatures that they can get to, and certainly the bison are more suited to cold, snowy conditions rather than the heat that we get here in Africa. I suppose there are bits of bush that don't get as hot, but they would be able to do okay. But I think in the long term, I don't think they would do very well and would probably end up dying out. But for a short time, they probably would survive. Maybe in winter they would do okay here, but in summer, I don't think they would cope very well with the heat. Looking at temperatures exceeding the 40 degrees Celsius mark, that's up to 120 Fahrenheit. And I don't think those bison with those coats are able to deal with that too much. But yeah, I don't know that if anyone has ever brought in a bison across here to Africa, so I suppose it won't just die as soon as it gets here. It would obviously, being a grazer, would require certain plains rather than the thick bush, so they would require more grassland and savanna rather than this type of habitat. So the Sabi sands would be out of the question. I'd say if there is any place that a bison would perhaps maybe survive better, possibly looking at East Africa maybe than anywhere else. But Tom, yeah, I don't know of anyone that's brought a bison across, so I'm not too sure. It would be a bit of an experiment to see what would happen. Gonna head around. I haven't seen the Gowrie gang for some time. Saw them a couple of days ago roosting above Yuri's house. We'll go past and see if they're back in the fever trees, Acacia xanthoploa, that are huge above Yuri's house. Fever tree, of course, because of that yellow powdery substance that was believed to have brought fever to people. But of course it's not, the fever being malaria. Acacia xanthoploa is often, well, I see Graham and his quad bike, so they must be around. And they are in the trees. And they are crossing there now. So the fever tree's got a yellow powdery substance covering the very green bark. And it was believed that during the war a lot of the soldiers used to sleep under these trees, and they were near water. Fever trees thrive on a lot of water, and they used to wake up covered with this yellow powder, and after that they used to get the fever, and they believed that it was the fever tree that used to give them this. If you can try and get this is a bit low light. Okay, no, that's fine. Just start seeing a couple of baboons roosting. Light's a bit too low. But of course it was malaria, and sleeping next to the water, of course. And this was the yellow powder from the fever tree. Smell the blue blossoms, eh? Beautiful blossoms on that fever tree. And it's one of the only, well, the only tree that we get out here that photosynthesizes through its bark rather than the leaves. The bark is absolutely green. Obviously chlorophyll. We've got some water buck here crossing up into quarantine. Seem to do this every day now. Okay. Ah, okay, thanks. Thanks, Pam. Pam just saying that spent quite a bit of time up in Black Hills. Was it the Black Hills? In Dakota. And bison can deal with temperatures up to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. And apparently they lose a lot of that shaggy coat. They shed it, but keep that very curly, fluffy hair on their foreheads. And, okay, so 104, what's that in Celsius? Probably looking at about 30, mid-30s to high 30s. Interesting. So yeah, so it's basically down to a food source and whether they would be able to survive on the African species. If anyone knows what grass species, I need Latin names or common names that occur in those areas that they would feed on. If anyone knows any of the grass species, can help me out. And if there's one that I recognize, I can tell you if we find it here. Last couple of minutes on the afternoon drive. Light is fading quickly. That white-faced scopsel is now looking to start moving about, possibly hunting for some rodents. Rodents and small reptiles is its ideal food source. Stop on the damn wall and enjoy the last few minutes. Turn around the other side so we can get the shot facing instead of facing the other way. Do this quickly. Shot of these guinea fowls in the tree. Alrighty. What are you all chirping about? Oh, there's a leopard. That's what they're calling about. There's a leopard. There's a leopard that has come down to drink. Yes, they are not happy. Station's located 1 Ingwe stationary Puza at Gari Dam. Don't have a clear visual just yet. I'll let you know as soon as I can Borga Mackenzie or not. Yeah. Yeah, Ephraim also got 1 Ingwe Puza at Gari Dam. Folks, we are going to stay with this leopard for a bit. We're going to close off for now. We'll roll the leader, come back. We'll stay with this leopard for a bit. There are a few guinea fowl around, so we might see a bit of action here. But yeah, join us back again. Alright, so we've got a very thirsty leopard here at Gari Dam, and it's amazing how we didn't see it coming across the dam, and then suddenly the guinea fowl, if the guinea fowl hadn't started chirping, we might not have seen it. This looks like Karula though. So that was not Karula up in the north, if this is Karula. Sure, very thirsty. It's been a warm day. Even the hardy dars are not happy. What a way to, literally in the last 1 minute of drive, we find a leopard. Well, the leopard finds us. That's just timing for you, hey? Yeah, can't believe how much it's drinking. It looks like Karula to me, folks. Small head, small body. To me, this looks like Karula. It's not in this light, in this distance. We are at the top of the bank here, and she's down on the water's edge. We're about 20 meters, 30 meters from her, so it's a bit difficult, and also this light is not great to see this wow on her forehead, but just by looking at the size, I'd put my money that this is Karula. Ben, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I'm sure. Really good.
I'm going to look with my binoculars now. Yeah, it's a female.
Can't turn my camera to.
Okay. Okay, I'm just going to reverse. Is. Yeah, it looks like Karula. Yeah. Stations, this is one Mafazi Ingrid. It looks like Karula. Okay, just gonna go over the dam wall here. More light. Yeah, definitely Karula, folks. Small body, small head, distinct lack of testes at the back. Definitely Karula. Look at the tail twitching. Looks like she's in the mood for something. I don't think it was Karula all up at the Buffalo Kill this afternoon. Is she going to go down? No, you don't want to go down there, girl. Let's just try and so chilled. Also her behavior, she's so relaxed, and she's gonna go walk straight past these roosting guinea fowl on this dead tree here, right on the water's edge. It might be a bit of a risk for her to try anything here. Yo, listen to those guinea fowl. And she's marking territory here. Okay, she can't keep up with her. Yeah. She's making her way past all the guinea fowl, and she hasn't even glanced at them. No interest whatsoever. Now where are you going, girl? Stations, this Mafazi Ingwe is heading south down Twin Dams Road, which is just coming off Gowrie Dam Wall now. Where is she gonna go?
Redwood Road.
Coming down, there weren't any antelope or anything like that, so the fact that I can shine on her, no problem whatsoever. If of course we saw there were sort of quite a bit of game and she might be interested, then we would not shine on her, we give her position away. Oh, here the baboons, already they've seen her. Already they've seen her. You'll be able to get it this close, yeah? Just in front here. Where is she going? She goes in this drainage line. We're not going to be able to follow her very much. Try to go around. How about this for a bit of a treat, folks? Beautiful Karula back at Gowrie Dam in the middle of her territory. She's going straight into this drainage line. You're gonna have to leave her here. She goes in. Yeah, she's going straight in. So, let's try a little bit forward. Stations, this Mafazi Ingwe is heading south. She headed east into the drainage line away from Gowrie Dam. Yeah, folks, we're not going to be able to follow very much after this. We'll go as far as we can. Yeah. It's just here. You're on the side, dude. Better. Sniffing around for something. Just going back to the road. Oh, I don't even know if we can get through here. I'll have to turn around. If I can get through here rather. No, I'm gonna take this one. Fazi Ingrid has now changed direction, heading south or west. She's crossed Ndlela. Looks like she's just jiggering around this open area behind Inga's house. Sure. She's can't see in this long grass what's in front of me here, so I'm going to have to just keep an eye with the spotlight as well as I drive, keeping an eye on her. Going to mark her territory against this marula. I wonder, sniffing, tail's going up. Yep, she's marked. She's on a mission. And it gets a bit thick here, folks, so we let's enjoy the last few moments we can spend with her before she gets into some seriously thick bush. See our house not far from here. Where are you going, girl? And this is sickle bush, folks. I'm not going to be able to go in here too much with no spare tire. She's going. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. I think that's dropped down. That's it. Yeah. All right. Well, folks, we stuck with her as long as we could. What awesome luck getting Karula literally the last minute of the afternoon drive, and we managed to stick with her for about 10-15 minutes. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And to all those that sent in the questions for the afternoon, thank you so much. Kept me going. And Herm, thanks for the camera work. I know it's not easy following off-road. And Kath in final control. And yeah, join us tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock Central African time. We'll go out again, see what we can find for the day. And from myself and the rest of the crew, that's it. Cheerio, folks. Bye for now.
Hi there everyone, this is Kath in Final Control. Hope you enjoyed the last little bit of drive with Karula. It was fantastic, very nice of her to come out at the last moment to show herself at Gari Dam. So we got to see her for a little while, which was great. And that's it from myself and the rest of the crew back at camp. Please join us again tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock Central African time for our morning safari. And tomorrow morning it'll be Jared again and myself out on camera on the Gunda. So please join us then. Otherwise, have a fantastic day or evening wherever you might be, and bye for now.